Previously on Spenelli Speaks. Hi everyone, Danny here. Welcome back to my channel. It is a beautiful day, and when it's a beautiful day, I like to come outside to do my videos. And today I was going to do one kind of video, and then I realized I have an entire bag full of books that I have been accumulating all month that I haven't yet had the opportunity to show you. And I guess I really didn't think about showing you up until this point because I was like, there's an entire bag here, and we all know we love ourselves a good haul. So I figured I'd come outside and show you a couple of the books that I have been accumulating throughout the month. Now, many of these books have been gifted to me, but some of them have been picked up from local bookstores, that is thrift stores. As you know, I'm a big thrifter. So if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't already, I hope you've hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can see when I have new videos. If you have been here before, you may have noticed I have been doing fewer videos this month. And realistically, it's just been a struggle this month for me, I guess. I've been in a very melancholy mood and just haven't been able to bring myself to my typical 3 videos per week. So I've tried to stay on my Saturday videos so that we can keep in great contact, and I apologize for my absence, but I've just really needed to take a little bit of time for myself and get some required reading done. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these books, but I wanted to just make that note and thank you so much for sticking around, and if you're new here, welcome. So let's get into a few of these books. I don't have them in any order, so I'll kind of just let you know where they are from and what I did with them. So it looks like this first bag is from Goodwill, and all in all, I'm pretty sure these may be all books, but about $20 I paid, but I think I bought clothes that day too, so that wasn't all books. But I found myself another copy of Ulysses. For all of those you who know me, know that I love Ulysses by James Joyce. I do have a copy myself, but I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to get this copy because I really liked the cover, and it was 79 cents. So why not have 2 copies, right? So my first book, 79 cents at Goodwill, Ulysses. Also at Goodwill, I found another Philippa Gregory book. I'm trying to collect these books as I wanted to get them read. This one is The Constant Princess, again for 79 cents. Awesome. And I apologize for the motorcycles. We have a biker bar on the other side of our homes here, and you often hear the bikes going back and forth. So for you William Faulkner fans, I found The Sound and the Fury for 79 cents. One of my favorite Faulkner is As I Lay Dying. This is another one of his famous works, which The Sound and the Fury. So had to pick that up. Great condition, and excited to be able to bring this into my collection and read it in the future. So that was an excellent find. We also have, which I did not know anything about this author up until I started reading for the BookTube prize, but Claudia Rankine, I read Just Us, which published in 2020, and while I was at the thrift shop, there was this Citizen, an American Lyric, also by Claudia Rankine, and it was 79 cents. It's a great copy. There's nothing wrong with it, and she writes in mixed media. So this is another one of those. It's a pretty short one, so I wanted to pick that up and see what it's all about because I did like Just Us, and I wanted to see what this one was all about. So that's added to my collection as well. So realistically for Goodwill, all these books were 79 cents, so less than $4 for these 4 books. So we'll set those aside. Now the next couple books that I'm going to show you, I did get at a thrift store down south of the state. I went and visited Laura from Book Bubbler, and we went to a thrift store, and these are the books that I picked up. So it was a St. Vincent de Paul, if you're familiar with that. So the first book I found was Amy Tan's The Joy Luck Club, which I've been looking for quite some time, and this one was 75 cents. So Joy Luck Club, I'm really excited to read this. Ooh, there's even a little bookmark left behind. Look at that. Read. That's a vintage bookmark if I ever saw one. Very cool. Very, very cool. So I'm glad I got that. I also found myself another Brian Jacques book. You know that I'm trying to collect all of the Redwall books because I would like to start that series. This book was $1, so great, perfect condition. This one was, what is it, Matime? I'm not sure, but I'm really excited. Now I think I have 3 of these books. I also found, not at that one, but I found, yes, now I got these all mixed up. Look, I found 1776. I've been looking for this book, and Ramsey over at Readathon, he is doing a presidential readathon this year, and I believe I may have missed it when he did this book, or maybe they're doing it in the future, but I wanted so badly to read this, and I kept going and couldn't find it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to go to Barnes & Noble and pay, you know, the $18 for this, you know, book. I got it at St. Vincent de Paul for $2.25. Now, you know, I don't like to spend more than $2, but Laura looked at me and was like, Danny, really? You're gonna really not pick up this book when you're gonna go to Barnes & Noble for it? And I said, you're right. So I picked it up, and I'm so excited because I really do wanna read this book. So that was $2.25. Then on my way to Laura, I actually stopped by a bookstore, but it's like a used bookstore, and it's more like thrifted books because most of their books, like their hardcovers are like $2, and then their like mass paperbacks are $1, and then their larger paperbacks are $1.25. So there I found Thomas Hardy's Jude the Obscure, which I thought was the like entry level Thomas Hardy, but Laura corrected me and said, no, Danny, that's the one you don't want to start with. Well, now I have it. I may start with it or I may not, but it's the first Thomas Hardy that I actually own. So yeah. So I got that. This was $1.25. And then I found George Orwell's 1984 for $1. So it's nice condition, Signet Classic. So I have that for $1. And then I also found C.S. Lewis's Screw Tape Letters. I've been reading a lot of C.S. Lewis lately. I really like his writing, and I just like him in general. So when I found this, I was like, I have to have it. It's a little bit of an older copy, but I've been really wanting to read this, so I'm glad that I found that, and for $1, I couldn't pass it up. Then Laura was so kind and gifted me her copy of James Joyce's Dubliners. Now, I have not read this, but look at this copy. I don't know if you can tell, like the title here is like iridescent, like glittery, and then it has French flaps with like almost a graphic novel feel, and the back as well, like a graphic novel kind of illustration, and then it has the deckled edges. And those 2 reasons were the reasons why she gifted it to me, because she just doesn't like French flaps and she doesn't like deckled edges. And this girl likes both. So I have this fantastic brand new copy of James Joyce's Dubliners, and I'm so excited to read it because I have not had the opportunity to read this yet, and I do love me some James Joyce. So thank you, Laura from Book Bubbler, who also gifted me a couple of these next books. She gifted me Peter Millar's The Shameful Suicide of Winston Churchill. Laura and I share a passion for all things British, and especially for the people of power in Britain. So this she gifted me, so I was very excited to get this. Winston Churchill is a very unique and interesting person. This is a fiction book, but definitely very interesting to me, and I'd love to read it. So she gifted that to me, as well as a few children's books that she had. She had this I Am Jane Goodall, which if you've seen these books around, they're so interesting. They have children's books for people of significance throughout history, and she had this one that she gifted to me, and I'm just super excited to have this in my collection for some littles someday. So she gifted that to me, as well as this is Pooh's Letters from the 100-Acre Wood. She knows how much I love Winnie the Pooh, so she had this, and she wasn't, using it, so she thought that I could use it someday. And it's really cool because it literally has, like, on certain pages, like letters that you pull out, and it's just a really cute book. And I love Winnie the Pooh, so I was really excited to get that gifted to me. So again, thank you, Laura. I'm so happy to have that for myself now. Okay, so then the next 3 books were also gifted to me. I really have no idea what they're about. My boss at my full-time job also is a voracious reader, and she gifted me a few books, which she does from time to time, and we borrow back and forth, so that's really cool too. But she had I'm Looking Through You, Growing Up Haunted, which is a memoir. And actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I think I was going to gift this to Laura, so I'm going to have to bring that over to her because I think Laura would actually really like a book like this. So Growing Up Haunted, a memoir, very interesting. So I was gifted that book as well. And then this was a local author, is what she explained to me, here in Wisconsin, but this is Cards with the Devil. So this was a book that her book club read from a local author, and it looks like it's picking up a single castaway playing card unknowingly sends Thomas, a small-time bootlegger from 1920 Chicago, on a decades-long transaction with the devil. So something a little interesting. So I don't know if I'll read this anytime soon, but that was gifted to me, so that was interesting. And then I have also 9 Women, One Dress, which looks like it may be a contemporary, like maybe women's literature. So she gifted that to me as well. So if you've read that, let me know if you liked it and how you thought of it. Now these last books, it looks like I got from Bethesda, and they're all from that thrift store. I am super excited this year to have Jurassic Park on my TBR, which, watch for that because that'll actually be a read-along. So in September, I'll be reading Jurassic Park and having a bunch of people help hosting that. So watch for that this September 2021. And I have heard so many good things about Michael Crichton's timeline. So I found this at the thrift store for 49 cents. Look at the cover here. I mean, it's in exceptional I can't even talk because it's just so amazing condition. There's the word I'm looking for. But I got Michael Crichton's timeline. I've heard really great things about this, so I'm going to add this to my collection there. So 49 cents. And then I also found this book. Now, I have not ever read anything by this author. It's like Henri de Balzac. But I hear everyone talking about this author, and I'm like, well, this is 49 cents. If I don't like it, I can always put it in a little library or whatnot, but I thought I might as well just pick this up. So it's Old Garot, I think is what it's called. I have no idea, but I picked it up because it was 49 cents, and why not? Only a few left. I'm really excited about this one because anytime you have a book about a country I've been to or a country that I like, I'm all about it. So I found this book at a different thrift store ages ago, and it was like $12. And I said, no, that's ridiculous. You're a thrift store. Well, everyone, I found it for 99 cents at a different thrift store, Bethesda, and it's Ireland by Frank Delaney. And I don't know if it's any good, but I've had my eye on it and I really wanted it, and I found it for 99 cents. Again, look at the condition of this book. You can't get much better for 99 cents. So I'm really excited to have that. who knows, maybe he is my next Rutherford, but I just really wanted to have that book, so I'm excited about that. We only have 2 more, so it's okay, we're almost done. As you know, or maybe you don't know because I've been really terrible about wrap-ups, but I recently read Artemis Fowl, the first book in that series, and I have it in a very specific edition. It's like this really gold, you know, like it's like a vault door looking cover, and if you know me, when I have books in a series, I want them to look the same, and I've seen the other books for Artemis Fowl a ton in thrift stores, but they just haven't shared the same cover. Well, guess what, everyone? I finally found the second book for Artemis Fowl in the same kind of cover edition as I had before for 49 cents. That is awesome. So now I have the second book in the series, and I'm kind of excited to read it because that was a pretty good book. So I have the second book in Artemis Fowl, and I'm so excited to add that to my collection. Now for the last one, which I may have already, but I figure for 99 cents, if I have it already, I'll go find a free little library and I'll just put it in there. But I have the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, Dawn of the Dreadfuls. Now I think I already have this book, but I know I have 2 of them upstairs, and I can't remember if I have the first one, which I think this is like the prequel. So I either have this or I don't, but again, for 99 cents, you can't go wrong. So for that big old pile of books, I can't really tell you what I paid all in all, but it sounds like probably under $20. A lot of them were gifted, a lot of them were thrifted. There's no other way you can go about it. If you have not walked into your local thrift store, do it today. Go in there, check out the great books that you can find. Sometimes there's newer books, sometimes there's older books, and sometimes there's books that you just never heard of, but that's what makes it a great read. So until next time, I hope you all are reading something great, taking care and staying safe, and as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye. Can you lift the camera up just a little bit? Up more. Stop moving. Don't move, you're moving it. Stop. Don't move. I'm trying to stay still so I can get this. Okay.
Body in motion stays in motion, dear. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Take this pile. I'm gonna put bloopers in there now.